Okay, so yesterday I recorded my lesson, which you were able to see, and you got read the lesson plans as well. And we continued with the unit on the routine, reflexive verbs, and the vocabulary that has to do with it. What do you think about it?
I enjoyed it. I liked the way that you gave the students options as to how they wanted to present the material. They had the option of working alone or in groups. I felt that you were practice the vocabulary and the grammar in various different ways by going through the homework with them, but then repeating it to them using different pronouns, different people, and that way I think you're kind of making them use the vocabulary in various different ways. So I think that is a good way to make them practice that. And then the presentation, I thought that was a really good idea. And I like the fact that you gave them time in class to work on it, as well as letting them choose where they wanted to work on it, whether it would be in the classroom, the student center, outside, working in groups, working alone. I think that gave them some ownership into that, but also kind of accommodates everybody's, like, how they like to learn. So I thought that was good. I like it.
Yeah, I find that I have very, like a lot of students like different things in my class. I have the ones who love to read, those who like to write, and those who are very outgoing and extroverted and like to act things out. So I tried to give them a chance to pick where they're more comfortable, as long as they're learning the material and they're able to show me that, you know, they're progressing. So I thought that worked out really well. The fact also that this time they weren't able to pick their group because I want them to get to know each other, and I want them to see them engage with others and get along, and even when they don't see eye to eye, they were able to solve problems in a very diplomatic way. So I was happy to see that amongst them.
No, they all seem to work really well together in the different groups. So.
And they like to have the option of either going outside, stay in the classroom, as long as they're behaving. They were very respectful.
That's good.
And as I traveled from one group to the next, I could see that they were very comfortable where they picked and worked, and they don't have to be, you know, like too close together and listening to each other. So I think that made them focus better.
Now, did you have any issues with people staying focused on the topic, or no, they pretty much all stayed on topic?
I think they pretty
From
much
what I
stayed.
saw, yeah, I mean, it seemed to, but I was just curious.
And I think when one of them was kind of getting, you know, like distracted, the others were able to reel them in. So that was also nice to see amongst them.
So that gave them ownership in the group work, not just you going around making sure that they're all staying on task.
And the idea is that they present their final project. I'm gonna give them a little bit more time because they didn't have a lot of time today. So they're gonna finish their project, and then they're gonna present it to their classmates at the end of the period. And then we're gonna discuss, ask questions about what they thought, the verbs that they learned, and if they could follow the storyline.
Now, have you had anybody have issues with understanding you in class as far as what you're saying when you speak Spanish?
Yes.
Okay, because I had that problem in my
Yes,
class.
and when they do, and I see that there's a glazed look, either one of them will try to explain it, but if I see they're not following, then I will switch to English to make sure they're understanding, and then we'll go back and continue in Spanish. But they will even raise their hand and ask if I can repeat it in English, or if they can't verbalize what they want to ask or they're not understanding, I'll allow them to speak in English.
Yeah, I enjoyed that they seemed to be in the target language a good amount of the class while they were working and speaking, so that was really good.
Yeah, they're trying, and they're actually like joking around, and they're having a good time. So I appreciate that, you know, it's a light-hearted environment, which is what I'm looking forward, you know, in class every time, so they're not super quiet and it's just awkward for everyone. Right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.